What's up, guys? This is the Kindly Knight coming back at you with some more Stormbound gameplay. In this one, we're going to take a look at my current winter deck that I have going. This is an interesting deck as it has no freeze mechanic. You would think with the winter pack deck, you'd want to get as many freeze cards as you can, but so far in my unlocked state, I don't have any cards. Well, I have like one card that can freeze, and so it really just becomes more of a nuisance. As you can see, it's a pretty heavy deck as we have a 10, 8, 7, 7 there. So that was just a chance to look at it if you want to try to recreate this deck in any way, and I'd rather just jump right into it instead of trying to go through each card in the deck. So as you can see, you're going to get some pretty heavy draws right off the start. If you get really lucky, you can play 2 cards. We do have one cost card in there. We're going to go ahead and swipe them on towers. We're not going to need them that early, and we'll lead with our freebooters. Freebooters, just a really solid 3-4-0, and can really be solid late game as you get to draw that extra card. So it looks like we're going up against a swarm deck here, so we'll see how he plays that. He potentially will have lots of troops out. We're going to go ahead and play these rock workers up here as they're the most efficient play we have right now. I'm completely fine with getting that Fort of Ebonrock down there, just a little extra security maybe potentially later. He has some siege breakers, and he's also got some pan heralds out. He's going to play these swarm callers, which on play gains 2 strength for each bordering friendly unit. Not a terrible card. They played it for a 3-3. Played it as a 3-3-1, so not awful. And he's just going to get a ton of troops out there currently with this deck. Next, we'll go ahead and play. We'll get some of these Dons. Let's see. We do have some options here. I think my most efficient play will actually be to go ahead and play these guys over here, and then we're going to play our North Sea Dog on the right, and we're going to save these Dawn Sparks for later. And then we'll see how he counteracts. So the key with this deck is it's not super strong early, and it does have a risk of getting swarmed early by really small cost decks. But I haven't had too much trouble, and it's really strong late game because it just has a lot of heavy cards. And so now as you can see, since we held off early, we're in a pretty good spot. We have 10-0 on the board unit-wise, and we got that extra one Fort of Ebonrock down there. We'll see what he has. He's going to play a couple smaller units here. He has a swarm deck, so he's going to fill the board up with a lot of units, but they're going to be a lot of smaller units. I think what I'm going to do now to get the most efficiency out of this is I'm going to play the Dawn Sparks 1 back, because the Dawn Sparks, if you look at their ability, when they attack, they're going to gain 3 mana. So I'm not going to put him right next to the troop. I'm going to let his troop move forward, and then I'm going to move my troop forward to attack that. We'll just cancel out these 2 because that's an efficient play, and we'll keep moving on. So let's see what he can do. He's got quite a few troops to deal with. He's going to do Call for Aid, and I think that's actually a terrible play right now because he just wasted it. He could have waited at a better time. He must have just not had a lot of good cards. But he's really in trouble this turn because we're going to gain a lot. We're going to play, ooh boy, Wolf Cloaks. They lose a strength for each unit on the board. We only have 2, so right now it would be a 7-8-1 play. Wow, that's pretty good. Or we can play a 10-9-2 play. I think I'll go ahead and do that. Just take out a bunch of his troops. It's going to be a pretty solid play. And I think we'll just leave it at that. I don't think I'm going to swipe any of these cards away because I think I want to keep them, and now he's in some trouble because we've got, as you can see, just a pretty good amount of troops on the board. He's going to play some Siege Breakers. They're not going to move, though, so he's really going to have a lot of trouble. He's probably going to play these. Okay, I didn't really expect that to be over there, but we're going to do a lot of damage right here now on this turn. I think this will be a great turn to get down. I think just for the sake of efficiency, we're going to play Wolf Cloaks. We're going to play these guys over here, and then we're going to play our freebooters next. And we will just put our freebooters over here just to fill up a bunch of lanes. And this one is looking like it's going to be a really quick one. He's really going to struggle here to take care of all of these troops. We'll see if he has anything good. So this guy is going to boof up other satires, but he doesn't have any. That's a high cost card because it's high movement, so it's a bad play for him. And these Restless Goats are a pretty mean play. Actually, that's not the card I thought it was, so that's not that great. And we're going to get the early win. Really, this deck, this was a quicker win than you're usually going to see in this deck, but this deck really does do super well in the late game because it's super heavy. And what I'm finding out early on in the early stages of the ladder is there's not a lot of good quick decks, so it's pretty safe to go ahead and play. As you can see, I'm up to rank 25, not super high. Still trying to figure out a lot of these game mechanics and figure out what deck I have that's going to do the best. So thanks for coming back and joining me. I hope you guys had fun. I had fun. Thanks for coming to the kingdom, and don't forget to be kind to somebody today. Peace.